Welcome to King Lizzard's Game Lounge and part 10 of my Forza Motorsport 6 Porsche Anthology series. And today I'm at Road Atlanta, full circuit, driving for the very first time, no assists and against Pro AI, the 80s classic that is the 1982 Porsche 911 Turbo 3.30. It was also known as the Porsche 930 in the US. And I believe the US, this particular model, it took quite a few years to get over to the US. However, it was very popular in Europe with us chaps over here. Now, this thing out of the box, obviously it's untuned, as all of these cars that I'm driving in this Porsche Anthology series are. It's also got no upgrades at all. I'm driving this car spec or stock or whatever you want to call it. Now, it is pretty lively on the rear end, which is very realistic to the real life car, if you like. The real life car had a couple of characteristics, one of which was oversteer on the rear, and the other one was turbo lag, a nasty little feature that would kind of kick in every now and then, and turbo lag can be a little freakish on some of the corners if you're going around it and all of a sudden it boots back in after kicking out. It can give you a bit of a surprise. Not sure if the turbo lag's built into the game, hopefully not, we shall see, but really nice drive so far. It's a bit tricky, it's definitely not the easiest car I've ever driven, however it's not the hardest either, and it really does have some pretty good acceleration, and that's, you know, a telltale sign with me being in 4th place already on the first lap in pro mode. So into this rather nasty section here, I see so many people come a cropper on this section, and up into our first lap, still managing to maintain 4th here. This particular corner is one a lot of people try to flat out. You cannot do that, and I'm definitely not going to be trying to do that in this car, because it will spell instant wipeout on that wall there. So getting quite close to 3rd here, and 2nd and 1st, they're quite nicely grouped together here, so hopefully if I can punch this thing past them on the corner, I can take 3rd, we shall see. I'm not going to take too many risks here. I don't want to clip it. Whoa, back end. I didn't want to risk hitting anything there, because it would normally spell kind of a loss of a race if I clipped anything, because trying to control this thing's hard enough without having an impact of any sort with no assists off. So I now need to work hard to regain that gap that I worked so hard to get in the first lap. I've got 5th place quite close behind me here. And sort of engine sound quite unique for this car, actually. I quite like them. And obviously a couple of the aesthetic features of this car were the whale tail fin, which basically is the spoiler at the rear of the car. Very large spoiler design that the manufacturer put on, as well as flared wheel arches, something which obviously took off quite well in the tuner world later on. Now I'm into probably around about this is about halfway through, or just over halfway through my 2nd lap here, and they've got a bit more distance on me. I'm going to try braking really late into this. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here, but I really want to close this gap down, because we're hitting lap 3 at this point, and I'm still in 4th place, which is going to be quite tough to reel in a podium at pro with the gap that I've got here from these guys. So I'm going to take a bit more of a chance. It's close, a bit more of a chance pushing this car through that particular section, but I'm really going to have to pull out the stops here if I want a podium. Got to be careful of this back end. She was having a bit of a tweak there as I was coming up the hill. Still not close enough here. I've really got to pull this out the bag now. Take advantage on that corner, just a little bit of a cut, nothing major. Lost the back end there. Can breathe again now, and then it's and again I'm pushing this thing quite hard. It's really not liking it. I just hope I don't come a cropper here. Still got a good distance on me here. This is going to be real tough to get a win here. I don't think I'm getting a win. I might, if I'm really lucky, or push really hard at this point, I might squeeze a 3rd. If I get anything better than a 3rd, I'm going to be ecstatic, but I'll be happy to get a 3rd at this point. This is a really tough race. Not because of the car. The car is actually really, really responsive. I can feel what's going on with the car. It's really fast, and it's just a joy to drive this, really. So it's just a matter of me getting my act together and just racing a better race at this point to try and get into third here. But pro mode is pretty tough, and this guy up front here, or at least in third place, is driving what I'm driving. We've got looks like a BMW M1 there. I might be able to sneak up this guy on the inside. Come on. I'm going to have to take a real risk here at the last minute. If I want a podium, I'm going to force it through a little bit of grass. Oh, I've lost it. That wasn't quite how I planned to get third place, but it worked. Jesus. I felt I was pushing it too much, and I knew it was going to go. And it was a big risk to get third place, but I did get it, and I didn't hit the car behind me, so I kind of came a bit ill myself as I come around that corner there. So Porsche Anthology pack, if you haven't bought this yet, I mean, it is a really good pack. It was 50% not that long ago, which was an absolute steal for this game, purely because the number of cars in here. You're getting, I think it's around about 20 Porsches, plus you get that Virginia International Raceway, which is a gorgeous track and a very technical track as well in its multiple variants. So really is a good buy, this Porsche Anthology. I can't say more than that, really. You're missing out on something that's really unique to Forza Motorsport 6 if you don't pick this up. I'm really riding the grass there a little bit. Quite lucky to get around that corner without any kind of accident as such. This car just is really sensitive, but as I was saying, it just really is a great drive, and it is super fast. Gorgeous day there on the road at Atlanta, one of my favourite tracks of Forza Motorsport 5 for sure. Now, on the subject of Forza, obviously Forza Horizon now is just around the corner, literally. So September 23rd is early access for anyone that's bought the gold edition of the pre-order for Forza Horizon 3, and I have, so I'll be having some early content on this channel, and lots of it. It'll be my key focus when that's released, to get plenty of footage up on the channel so you guys can see what it's all about and see if it's something you want to invest in. But I'm pretty certain it will be something well worth investing in. We've seen what these guys are doing the past few years. They're doing a fantastic job with some of these games. Some of them have been a little bit lacking in content on some occasions, like Forza Motorsport 5, but at the time, it's a good game. Forza Motorsport 5 unfortunately has been made pretty much redundant now, with the exception of the odd track you don't have in this game, purely because Forza Motorsport 6 has become the closest thing to Forza Motorsport 4, with the exception, of course, of the storefront and stuff. Now, for everyone else, Forza Horizon 3 will officially launch on September 27th. That's the actual release day, but like I said, if you buy the gold edition, it is £80. However, the benefits of gold edition, quite simple. You get the car VIP pass, you get the VIP pass plus the main game. So all of the content that will come out for the first 6 months of the game, you'll get all those car packs and stuff, and there will be plenty of them, and they're always worth investing in my opinion, just to expand the experience of Forza Horizon 3. I'm not sure how many cars are hitting the game as standard. I know there's more, but I can't remember exactly what that number is. So hopefully it's somewhere closer along the lines of Forza Motorsport 6, or even higher, given that of course these cars are in Forza Motorsport 6. I'm kind of hoping that Turn 10 and Playground Games are sort of worked together so that they share their models, and at least that way, when Forza Horizon 3 is released, we'll have everything that's already in Forza Motorsport 6. I know some of the cars that are DLC in Forza Motorsport 6 are standard in Forza Horizon 3, so hopefully we're going to get a bigger increase in cars. Now, if you play a lot of Forza like me, and obviously you're trying to get the maximum amount of Forza Horizon 3 when it releases, key thing is obviously making sure that your Forza tier is as high as possible. There are 10 cars up for offer based on your ForzaMotorsport.net tiering. Now, if you don't know what that is, go to ForzaMotorsport.net, use your Microsoft account details for your Xbox Live login, and then view your My Forza progress, and that will show you what tier you are currently set at. Now you can increase the tier by simply playing Forza games. Most recently, Forza Motorsport 6 Apex for the PC has been added, but obviously you'll need a PC that's powerful enough to play that game and acquire the necessary, tier increases that way. To be honest, that's the biggest thing I need to do in order to reach tier 10, which isn't going to happen right now because my PC systems just aren't good enough. So that said, do work on your tiering if you're going to jump into Forza Horizon 3, and that way you'll get a nice chunk of cars based on your tiering. You get 9 tiers, you get 9 cars. You get 10 tiers, you get the maximum number of cars. So anyway, I'll take this opportunity to thank you guys and gals for watching. I will be back with plenty more Forza Motorsport 6 on Xbox One in the not too distant future. Please remember to rate and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. It'd be fantastic if you could support my channel. I appreciate all the support I get from you guys, and a big thanks to everyone out there who's been watching my videos and giving me feedback and stuff. It's much appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you come back soon to the channel. Take care, keep well, and keep watching.